On the latest episode of the New York Knicks, Spike Lee gets told that he needs to exit Madison Square Garden and go through a different location to enter the arena when he was never really told about it. And I gotta just say to myself, this is the reason why I don't go to Madison Square Garden games. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Louis Sports Network. It is your boy Louis, and I'm back with another one. Make sure to hit the like button, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to share the videos, make sure to comment, and make sure the notification bells are turned on so you can keep receiving the latest. Spike Lee appeared on that network yesterday and complained about what James Dolan did to him and how he disrespected him. And so there were rumors, there was a mix of rumors. People were saying that Spike Lee was escorted out of the Garden. The issue was about they wanted him to speak to him about going through a different exit because that pathway that he's gone to for 28 years, as Spike was saying on the show, was apparently blocked, and they wanted him to go to a different way. He said that he got his ticket scanned. They wanted him to go to a different way. This is what security was telling him. I'm like, you know that if you can't get your ticket scanned twice, so why are you having him go a different way? This is a guy who's been a season ticket holder for 28 years, as Spike Lee was mentioning. And he was passionate, and he was talking about his guys up to Busher and Holtzman and Bradley and Frazier and Monroe, and it goes on and on and on. You know what they told? You know what he told? He told Knicks security and he told Knicks executives. He said arrest him like they did his good friend Charles Oakley. I almost said Barkley. I meant Oakley. Charles Oakley. The question that I have is, what is going on in the mind of James Dolan? What is going on? I don't understand this. You had the incident with Charles Oakley 2 years ago, and it was an ugly scene because he got arrested after he had a scuffle when they were telling him that he needed to exit the arena. And Charles Oakley he said he's not coming back, and he's advising people not to come back, and even for free agents to not sign there. And I'm telling you that the Knicks are never going to be relevant until James Dolan is gone. I don't care who they bring. He cares about his money more than he does his fans, okay? He doesn't care about the product. He cares about what can he profit, okay? That's all he cares about. That's exactly what I'm telling you. And I'm a diehard New York fan. I know my Knicks are not doing great, but I'm a diehard Knicks fan through and through. I want to see them do well. But we haven't had smart executives in the front office. They don't know how to build teams. They give poor contracts. They trade players that they shouldn't trade. So why the hell should I have faith in them? I haven't gone to a Knicks game since Kobe's last game at Madison Square Garden. So you count that, it's already been over 4 years. And that was back in November of 2015. I went to go see Kobe play. It's disgusting. It's despicable. It's reprehensible that they treat Spike Lee like that, a loyal Knicks fan. He's a season ticket holder, for God's sakes, James. In other words, he's paying his hard-earned money to see a dismal, laughingstock of a franchise play. And he says he always comes there to have a good time. And the crazy part is, Spike Lee was not going to say nothing about him leaving the Garden up until he was trending on Twitter. He says his son showed him. His son showed him. And showed him the report. So he had to go on TV. Who was the first person he called? He called Stephen A. Smith. And he ended up on the show. Notice that James Dolan has gone after Charles Oakley and he's gone after Spike Lee. Say what you want to say, but these are two black men. You're talking about Charles Oakley, the heart and soul of the New York franchise. I remember him with Patrick Ewing, with Anthony Mason. Those Knicks, before James Dolan was ever even there. The same James Dolan who a fan told him to sell the team, and he says you won't be coming to the Garden anymore. You'll be watching your games at home. Because of a comment to sell the team, he's telling the truth. And this is why Adam Silver, to me, needs to step in, because this is getting out of hand. But I really feel like that him and the NBA don't want to face a lawsuit from James Dolan. That's why he hasn't interfered yet. And it's damn right pathetic, man. It's a shame. I'm ashamed to be a Knicks fan. Because we have stupid, idiotic people in the front office, especially that damn egotistical, no good SOB of an owner. People are saying, Spike Lee, you're making it bigger than what it really was. You don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. And the similar situation that happened with Spike Lee was a similar thing that happened with Charles Oakley. Very similar. A little bit different, but very similar. And I'm sick and tired of it. And notice that these are two well-known people. And I hate to make it a racing, but again, you're talking about a white owner, but he's probably Jewish, I believe, because he kind of looks Jewish, in my opinion, when I look at James Dolan. But these are two black men. Legend has it that Spike Lee has been obsessed since Do the Right Thing. James Dolan called him over and said that we need to discuss. We need to talk, and I need you over here. And Spike Lee said for what? Yet you don't want to be specific in what you want to talk about. So in other words, you tried to treat him like Charles Oakley. And this is a guy who's been coming to the arena for 28 years, a guy who has snuck to the Garden as a kid, a guy who's gone to the Garden with his father as a kid, as he mentioned. The level of disrespect. Knicks fans, we need to ride and get this man out of New York. We need to complain to the league, send a letter to Adam Silver, something. You're talking about one of the greatest to ever put on a Knick uniform, play his butt off for us, man. We went to the NBA Finals with this guy, Charles Oakley, in '94. We're talking about Spike Lee, a diehard, dedicated, loyal Knicks fan for 28 years and counting. You see, Spike Lee is basically saying that I'm done this season, but I'm going to come back next year. I'm sorry, Spike Lee. I can't be with you on that, because if I was you, I would not come back next year. And to me, he needs to send a message to other celebrities to not attend games. I mean, obviously it's going to be their choice or not, but Spike Lee needs to send a message to say that this is not okay, and you're not going to treat people like that. I'm disgusted by James Dolan. Disgusted. I'm going to continue this in a bit. My favorite part was, ladies and gentlemen, when he was on the show, Molly comes in and she's like, when he's talking and he's throwing his rant, and she was like, can I kind of interfere and can I come in? And Spike Lee, let me finish. He said, but I couldn't, let me finish. And he kept talking over her. And I was like, Spike, you get the biggest salute of the day. Thank you. Thank you. I love the fact that you was able to talk and just cut her off. And it's like nothing personal against Molly Kieran, but I don't want to hear your voice. You're talking about a guy who's speaking, and then it's like you try to interfere to put your 2 cents in. That's like, you need to wait. Let the man finish what he has to say. And Spike Lee said, no, we ain't having none of that. Because Stephen A. and Max apparently can't do it. It's so crazy that a guest was able to shut. And I'm like, good. We need people more like Spike Lee, because he was able to say, we ain't gonna hear none of that. We ain't gonna hear none of that. Thank you. Thank you for shutting her up. That way you could just make your point so that she could listen, because she was gonna butt in, and it was like, Molly, just let the man finish. Let the man finish. So getting back to James Dolan. So if you're going to do this to Charles Oakley and you're going to do this to Spike Lee, are you going to do this to all the fans now? And you know what's so crazy? He was talking about To Kill a Mockingbird, the show that he was at last week. And it was about the same exit issue. But he was never notified. He was like, it's so crazy that the amount of communication that you can have, but yet you don't notify somebody about an exit, and then you make it seem like it's on them. And then the Knicks executives have the nerve to say that what the situation that Spike was talking about is laughable, that he made this bigger than what it was. Are you kidding me? You made the Charles Oakley situation bigger than what it was too. Did y'all forget that? You guys are disgusting pigs, man. Disgusting pigs. Y'all all need to be fired. Y'all all need to be fired. I told you, my Knicks will never be relevant until this dude is gone. This dude is petty. He complains about little shit. And it's like, you couldn't even inform Spike Lee about it. Really? And you're trying to pull him aside to talk? What are you going to talk about? Something that you should have done? Something that you should have informed Spike Lee about? I'm sorry, that's your responsibility, because isn't that your garden? You know, the money that Spike Lee spends to pay to go see your pathetic Knicks play? Huh? Season ticket holder for 28 years? The last 20, including from the time that you bought the team? And you out here complaining? James Dolan, James Dolan, you need to keep your mouth shut, because you're absolutely 100% wrong. This is why that I told you, me and my brother, we don't even go to games. We don't even go to games. There's no way I'm gonna go to a Knicks game knowing. And the crazy part is not only the fact that the team is bad, but even for small market teams, they charge a hefty price for no reason. Barclays is a hell of a lot cheaper than that, and I would think that their prices would go up. And it might be the case once they become, but even still, their prices are more affordable, and they do so much better than Madison Square Garden. So much better. It's a shame that I go more to Barclay games than I do to Knicks games. You should think about that, James Dolan, when you're sitting in your front office, contemplating. But yeah, you got friends, right? Get the F out of here, man. I told you, Spike Lee, send that message to celebrities, man. Don't have this man come to future games. Letting you know now. Don't let him come. And that's a message we need to send everybody. Like I said, let's sign a petition, do something. But this guy should not be in the office. Let's complain to the league. I mean, if we have voices powerful enough to complain to Adam Silver, I'm telling you, I think at some point he needs to step in. And it's not just with James Dolan. It's with other NBA owners, too, that are letting these small market teams purposely tank, just to get draft picks. It takes the competitiveness out of the game. You're paying hard-earned money to see a good basketball game, and then it's like you're paying money to go see a team purposely lose. It takes the joy out of me spending money. It takes the joy. It's like I'm not getting my money's worth as a fan. I'm pissed off, man, that Spike Lee got treated like that. I'm pissed. Spike Lee is just a perfect example to show that what James Dolan is all about is an owner. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Louis with another one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as always. Live, laugh, love. Thank y'all for watching.